each other, and that's a thoughtful love. We'll give it a shot, oh, we're halfway there, oh, living on a prayer, take my hand. Hey, welcome. I just do that all the time, so I thought I would let you see a little more of what I do all the time. I sing, and I love that song right now. It's a really good message. So thank you for watching. This is Answers, an online video series special to what's going on right now. I'm Caitlin May, your host and the only cast member of this video series, besides the moth that's flying around right now. It's a tiny one though, so it's okay. I do chakra clearing and I work with energy every day. This is my business year-round, and during this time it is more important than ever that this work is known and that people have access to it if they need it, because what's going on is our energy is being triggered, all of us individually in our own way, and we have to find a way to deal with it. So chakra clearing is an excellent way to help you through that. So I also have the gift of seeing the bigger picture. Often, it happens to me quite often, I would say several times a day in my own life, and throughout the past year, actually, I've been seeing things from the bigger picture more and more and not understanding why. I believe it's because the world is going through a huge change, and I actually kind of have an idea of what's going on. So I want to bring that to you because I think the people we don't usually get answers from, like politicians, you know, the news, the regular news. I'm kind of like the energetic news, if you want to think of it that way. I'm going to explain all this, why I'm saying these things. So again, welcome. Hope you're doing okay right now. There's a lot going on in the world and in your own life, I'm sure. And that's what my sessions are for, to clear the energy, to lighten the load, to lighten what you're going through. I'm also a book editor, a comedian, and I'm living in New York City, and I absolutely love being here. My life has changed a lot from the work I do, thanks to the work I do, and it's a gift for me and for others. Anyway, I could just talk about it like a lot. So I'm going to share the structure of these videos is the same every time, the format, so I'm going to share the same ideas in the same format each time. Also, I'm going to do a mini chakra clearing session for you so you can actually experience what I'm talking about and receive the benefit, and also know what it's like in case you do want to book with me and you're interested. So the thought of the day, I love this one. It just seemed so fitting and so perfect for today. The future is female, and sorry not sorry, because we all need this. And by the future is female, I mean the future is feminine energy coming to the forefront, which, guess what, it's in both men and women. Masculine and feminine energy is in both men and women. This isn't something that I am coming up with. This is something that is well known if you are familiar with energy. So the future is not only female is the thing, it's equally balanced. So right now our world is structured around masculine energy. So if you think of banks, even schools, education, you name it, our society is so foundationally based on masculine energy. Masculine energy is logic, it's black and white thinking, it's it's just get it done, it's just do it. This is all such a huge part of our society, and that's okay is the thing. But the problem is we need more feminine energy. There's a balance that needs to happen. That's what's happening right now, and I'll tell you why. So for the first time ever, the situation that has put us in, which looks like a bad situation, but if you think about it, when has your bank ever been understanding about your situation? It's always been black and white before. When has, for example, I got an email the other day about student loans. They are saying we don't have to repay anything till September. Like, when have they ever treated us like actual human beings? It's never been flexible. It's never had that feminine energy. So feminine energy is, it's about emotion, it's about emotion, energy, feelings, it's about intuition and magical thinking. You know, it's this beautiful kind of mysterious energy, and it so that hasn't really been placed in the forefront as being valuable in our society in a major way in the foundation of our society up till this point. And to have that happening is amazing to see. Like, to have, you know, to be able to call the bank and tell them that you need help with something, and for them to listen to you instead of telling you, you know, numbers are numbers, kind of like, not that they say that, but you know, usually it's that kind of situation. And this has created so much poverty, inequality, lots of things that need to change in our world, and we want our world to change, right? So this is a chance for things to actually change, and the way I see it is feminine energy is really an important part of that. So being feminine is really a good thing right now. It's the way of the future, for real, in men and women. Finding your own personal feeling of being feminine, so it's specific to each of us. I was thinking the other day, I need to be more like Madonna. She's so sexually empowered, and you know, I'm like obsessed with Madonna from the 80s, like obviously all the time. And but then I had the feeling, like my intuition was like, no, it's like, you express yourself in your own way. You can't be Madonna. You know, you can be inspired, but it's like this feeling of being feminine, this energy, is something in all of us in our own specific way, men and women. So you can find that in yourself, and that will help you right now. We are so powerful. You know, feminine energy is so, so powerful, and women, a lot of women are aware of this already, but it hasn't always been treated this way by everybody. This is what's changing. And so what does this mean? What does this actually mean for men? What does this mean for women? What does this mean for you if you're a man? What does this mean for you if you're a woman? So for a man, if you're a man, it means so many things. So have you noticed everybody's at home right now, even the men who, you know, in historical terms or historical times, haven't always been the ones in the home, part of the home life. It doesn't mean they don't have that side or care. It just means it's not been the foundation part of a society. It's not been like a generalized, you know, way of being. So men haven't had this part of them really be nurtured and encouraged. Right now, guess what? It is. It's time for that. This is why you're at home, guys. If you're watching this, this is your time. What you can do right now, besides not knowing what to do, which obviously is okay because nobody really knows, but this is what you can do, in my opinion. It's time to nurture your feminine side. So you can Google that. You can also listen to my advice. So focus on relationships, yourself, your inner world, your feelings, your emotions, your experience, your connection to your spirit, your sensuality, your love for music, your love for expressing yourself, things that are part of your, you know, the side of you that's artistic, the side of you that is connected to comfort, the side of you that likes making your home a comfortable place, and, you know, like finding serenity, also finding joy in the meaning of life. So these are all things that are great for men to do right now, and so important. And it's going to balance you in your own personal energy so much when you do that. And for the women, for my ladies, strengthen your masculine side. So this is a big thing that's going on right now. I've been going through it for months and months and months, and I've been strong. Girls, you can do it too. Or wait, ladies, girls and ladies. So strengthen your masculine side. This is our time. This is our time. This is our time. I can't say it enough times. It's the time. It's the truth from me, I believe. The time. It's the time. It's time. I can't stop saying it. It's time. It's time for you to take care of business, girls, ladies. The book you wanted to write, the business you want to start, the work, you know, the working for yourself life you want to have, the projects you never have time for, the masculine, logical, get it done, just do it, Nike, like this is what's happening right now. It's time. This is our time. We have time. Yes, we're in our houses, but we are so powerful. We can do so many things. We have so many tools. This is what I'm doing every day. I have a jam-packed schedule every day, teaching people what I know, doing chakra clearing sessions, book editing because I'm an editor, and writing comedy. I'm like on my game constantly right now, and I didn't get there right away because I didn't, I was like how everyone seems to be generally, is like, what do I do? And then it just didn't feel good to me, and eventually I just was like, I got it. It's like this all is starting to make sense. And so I hope you hear these messages. I hope they help you. And this is just so exciting because this is going to produce, this time is changing so many things. It's going to produce so many changes in music and fashion and art and movies and stories we tell and comedy. Like, our world is changing so much. It's balancing. And that is the whole point of this. I don't think we're going to get out of this until we get this lesson, because this is so important. This is like, this is everything right now. And it's just, it's so cool too, because it's like there are so many things we want to change about the world. We want the world to be different. The world needs to heal. We know this. And there are so many ways to heal. Like, there are so many, feminine, like the work I do, like the feminine kind of things that haven't always been treated with a lot of respect are now coming to the forefront as things that can be solutions to problems and help. And like, there are so many people who do this kind of work. I'm the only one that I know of that clears fear, like a surgeon energetically. I believe it's a gift. So I might be the only one who does what I do, exactly what I do, but I know there are people who do chakra balancing, which is similar, but different, to balance your energy. People who do Reiki, yoga, people know about and I think value, but there are a lot of things that people do that are amazing and magical and powerful, and it hasn't been at the forefront. It hasn't been in the mainstream. And these are things that are changing people's lives. I know it's changed my life, and just because it's not recognized yet does not mean it's not important or powerful or deserves, to be a real profession or a real contribution to the world, because these are things that are able to, help you get through the world in a different way. And energy is like, I think the energy is the new money. Energy is what we take with us when we die. Why would we ever treat money like more important than that? So that's a whole other story. But speaking of energy, I'm going to get into the energy of the day. So today is March 29th. Not that anybody knows what day it is. Every time I say the date, I'm like, is it Sunday though? So I'm going to give you an energy read of today of how I'm feeling, the general energy. You may feel a little bit different in your life, but this is about just the general feeling of the day, the current update, the weekend update, the energy update. And by the way, the reason I talk so fast is because my energy gets really high and things move fast at a high vibration. Whew. But I'm going to just slow down a little bit. Okay. So calm is actually one of the feelings of the energy right now. It is calm. It's calmer. People are getting used to the reality of what's happening. But the thing is, it doesn't feel super forward moving right now. It's like we're waiting. We're waiting for something. We're waiting for information. We're waiting for inspiration. There are a lot of people I want to recognize doing amazing work with, helping people. There's so many people, sharing their messages about how to stay safe during this virus. And that is so important. And I really want to recognize that. But what I'm doing is just, I'm helping with the fear. I'm helping with the energetic side, which my whole point of this video is that that's important too. It might not seem like it is yet, but this is the way the world is, starting to turn. So it's a challenge for us right now, I know too, to find our hope, to find, joy, to find what to do. But that is our job right now, honestly. Like, it's so great when you find any source of joy, any source of positivity. Like, that's going to make such a difference for you. I did a video this morning called Have Tea With Me, and it's about, making lists of positive aspects can make such a difference in your energy and your life. So it's amazing. So I hope you watch that too. And personal story is the next part. So I had a personal story about how I manifested $1,000 today, which was super exciting. So when you use energy, you work with energy, and then you get like a real world result, which is my whole point of this, that it is real. It's so exciting. So I have another video where I tell more about that story. So I'm going to tell a different story, which is that I just threw out all my makeup. I'm wearing the makeup right now, so this is the last time you're gonna see the red lipstick and the exact look that I have, because my energy changes so much that my makeup didn't feel like me anymore. And the cool thing about chakra clearing is that it clears away what's not you. There are so many, fears and things that are in our energy that we think is us, and that's why it's there. As soon as we realize it's not us, and I do that by clearing. Day to day, I feel so different, and if you look at my videos, you can probably see that in me too. But I feel more like myself, and who I was when I bought that makeup, when I bought it, it's like it's been good up until just right now when I put more on and to film, and it was just like, I'm different now. I'm just different. And so this is like 3D world actions are such a big part of clearing energy for me. Like I change, so many things. Like my apartment has changed based on, I believe, like me clearing my energy and my energy rising, and then my apartment literally would change. Even in the same building, sometimes I would just be moved. Like there would be a reason for me to move, and not even me coming up with it. It was like happening for me. And luckily I was able to recognize this is happening for me every time, and my apartment has gotten better every time. And it's just so cool how the 3D and the energy are really like interconnected. This is like the masculine in a way and the feminine. Like they're both needed and they're both part of life, and they both interact and they both can affect each other. So I don't only work with energy, I want to mention, I also do take 3D world action, like throwing out the makeup, because I know tomorrow I'm going to go buy more makeup. And it's going to be more in like the real me. It's going to feel more like the new me, but really it's just the real me, because when you take away the fear, you're just being more of who you really are. And I feel so at peace, a lot of the time because of this work. And like today I feel like, oh yeah, that's who I am. It's really cool to feel that. And I want to help other people feel that too. So the link to book with me will be below the video too, if you want to check that out. I have new packages too, just to help people during this time too. So tip for today is I want you to just feel it for yourself. So sit with the energy for even just right now. Just feel, I'll do it with you so we can do it together. So you just breathe and just see what you feel. There's a lot going on out there, but there's a lot of peace too. There's always peace. The bigger picture is always peaceful, always in control, always loving. So even if you don't meditate, that was a bit of what that can be like. Meditating can be great too. I recommend even like 5 minutes is like really helpful. Really helpful. Because it's like we're always trying to get somewhere, but we're always just right where we are. So just be where you are. It's something that helped me today too. The quote is the quote of the day today. I was going through listening to some music, and I don't know why, but Wonderwall just showed up by Oasis, that song from the 90s. Love the 90s. And the quote today is from Wonderwall. So this really popular song, it's maybe, I feel like I have to sing it. I have to sing it, don't I? Yeah, I have to sing it. So, okay. I always get so nervous to sing. Okay. Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. So that's the quote. Maybe this time is going to be the one that saves us. Maybe this is the chance that's going to save us. Maybe this is the video you need to watch to help save you. Whatever it is, the help is going to be there. The changes are coming. They're good is my message. Why not believe they're good? Why not stay positive? Why not be in the energy of positive change, because the thing is, what I've seen from the bigger picture, and one of the biggest messages I love to share with people, is that everything is okay all the time. And it might not seem like it to us, but if you saw everything from the bigger picture, all the details, you would see that everything is okay all the time. I don't know why it surprised me when I learned that, but it's been a constant thing that has been true every time I connect with the bigger picture, when I see things from that perspective. Or when it's shown to me, you know, thank you, from that perspective. Like, it's always okay all the time. It's always better than we think. You know, so when we stay positive, we actually are more in line with the truth. That's such a big thing, I think, for people to learn, is that when you're positive, it's not like this Pollyanna, like, you know, naive thing to do. It's like, you can acknowledge what's happening, but when you stay positive, you're actually more in line with the reality. You're being more realistic, I would say. You're being more realistic. So it's so cool to just know that something as simple as noticing positive aspects of your life, whether you want to just take a second to, you know, be like, there's a lamp, there's electricity, there's heat. You can go on and on about the good things. And, you know, I called my family today. I have unlimited calling to Canada. So, like, I'm blessed to just be able to call them. And there's so many things about our lives that are working out. So when we acknowledge those, it also attracts more energy to help things work out. So next part, I'm going to do a chakra clearing for you. I'm going to do clearing on the solar plexus, because I'm moving up the chakras with each video, and then I'll go back around. So it'll be good for all your chakras. I'm going to do solar, which is about your confidence. It's about your strength, your stamina. It's about your assertion of yourself into the world. It's about, you know, very much how I'm feeling right now, sharing these ideas and being confident and knowing that each one of us has a purpose. And I'm sharing, you know, in this video, many purposes that you can focus on with the masculine, the feminine, if you're a man or a woman. Also, I wanted to mention about, I've been, you know, since I've been in New York, I've been very aware of gender identity. So, like, I was thinking about this, how does that relate to gender identity? And my thing is, I think whichever identity you identify with, so if you identify as feminine, if you identify as masculine, so male or female, then the balance that you need will be the one that is the other one. So, but the thing is too, that you know yourself way better than anybody, especially someone talking in a video. You know yourself, so you'll be able to know within your energy which one is the one that you need right now. And you can even play with it and play with one and take action one way or the other, and then see what feels best right now. And then that can be something that can help you. And because you know, feminine, masculine, there's so many people in the world, and we're all different. And so it's important to acknowledge that, you know, everybody's experience. And I just hope that helps too. And yeah, so we're gonna get into solar chakra clearing, and yes, I will begin. And okay, so what I want you to do, I want everybody to do is just stay still. You don't have to stay super still, but just relax. It'll only take a couple minutes. You can even close your eyes. I'm going to connect to the energy of everybody watching, and I'm going to do some clearing of the fear in the solar plexus chakra. So I hope you feel it, and I hope you feel better from it. And this is what a session with me, this is the work I do, but it'll be personalized for you. Okay, so I'm going to start. Just going to take a second. So I'm just going to connect to your energy. So I feel the energy with my hand and in my energy and in my emotions too. I feel all of it, all three. And I'm just going to clear out anything that is not you. It's the fear. It's not love. So anything that is fear doesn't feel like it's supposed to be there. I'm thinking of the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow for some reason, and if that means anything to anyone. I don't know. Sometimes I get intuitive messages. I don't usually focus on that because the clearing is the most important part. And once the energy is cleared, it's forever cleared. Those issues, what it was causing in your life, it's just forever cleared, right? Just like that. I believe that this is happening during this time because things are changing so fast that we really need people with gifts like this to help us through and to help. Really, it's just about living your best life, and of course you're supposed to do that right now. So it's actually taking away the need to go through years of lessons, years of paying for other types of therapy, to get rid of this energy, to heal these things in yourself. That's the gift I have. I don't know how long I'll have it for either. I know that it's really strong right now. I believe for a reason. And I've been doing it for exactly a year now. And I really believe to help people during this time. I've had enough experience that I can do it really well, for people, and do it easily for people. Okay, wow, that took a little bit. So the energy, sometimes it's symbolic, so I feel lighter all of a sudden. I hope you feel lighter too. I feel like my energy just went over to my left a little bit too. It balanced a little bit more, and the left side is the feminine side of the body, so that's really cool. It just happened right now. And so it can be symbolic sometimes, so I saw, I can see it in my mind's eye, and I like to go like that to clear the energy between us, so that I was just super connected to you, and now we can be in our own energy again, which is really important during this time too, to know that you can only control yourself, you can't control anybody else, not only now, but all the time. And so that'll help you stay calm. That helps me stay calm all the time and handle problems and feel at peace. Just knowing that I can only be in charge of myself all the time, but I can do that 100,000 bajillion cajillion %. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm so thrilled that you tuned in for the 3rd episode. I'm really excited to be doing this, pre-recorded from New York on Sunday night, and it's Sunday night. And thank you so much for being here, and I hope you tune in next episode tomorrow, Monday, March 30th. And I hope that if you want to do chakra clearing with me, that you reach out, because I still have some spots left to book. So love you, take care, and I will see you next episode. And remember, things are good, they always are.